out here and entertains people. Now the cool thing, because we got over 40 of them, he only comes out here 1 day a month. It's not like he's out here every single night, so don't worry about this gator. He works 1 day a month. He only has to have the tape on his mouth 2 or 3 hours, gets a big food reward, then he doesn't have to do it again for another full month. And to kind of earn his keep, to pay his way for being saved from a gator farm, we offer photos with him. If you look right behind me, you see that little boy sitting on the back of the alligator. We will let you guys do that, believe it or not. We'll get you on his back and let you take pictures. But before we do that, oh, look out, sweetie. Okay. That was almost gator bait. Cool. Do you see that little pink girl? Look at this. Look at all these legs out here. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet, Chewy. Look at that. All right, I'll tell you a couple cool things about Chewy. Right now, he's being nice and relaxed. If you walked by earlier in the night, you would see this is not how he was acting earlier. He was wild when we first brought him out. I guess he knows it's near the end of the night. It's near time to get his food reward, so he's being really calm and really cool. I love it. But he's probably just saving up his energy for a big old last-minute exciting brawl. Okay, now like I said, oh, he's looking around at everybody. This is Chewy. Chewy is a 6-year-old alligator. Now, I think alligators are beautiful. Not everybody agrees with me. Some people think they look kind of funny. I guess that's because their eyes are on top of their head. I guess maybe if our eyeballs were on top of our head like that, we'd look kind of funny too. But the reason that his eyes are up there is so the rest of the alligator can be totally underneath the water. You may walk right by a huge 13-foot long gator, have no idea he's there because just the tip of his eyes are sticking up out of the water. Now his eyes look like they're in a bad spot. They look like they might get poked out. Maybe he bumped his head on some sticks. But that doesn't happen. Watch what happens to Chewy's eyes when I touch him. His eyes actually go inside his head and then they pop right back up. Isn't that the craziest thing you've ever seen? It does not hurt the alligator. It's just like you or I flexing a muscle. It doesn't hurt him. His eyes are meant to do that. They go right down in, right back up. Somehow it helps when you make that boop sound. They go down easier. Watch. Right down in, right back up. And you take your finger, stick it all the way in there. Isn't that disgusting? That is gross, isn't it? But it doesn't hurt the alligator. That's what his eyes are meant to do. So that's something pretty cool about the gator. Now, when he opened his eyes, you might notice something real quick slide from the back to the front. If you watch Animal Planet enough, they talk about those all the time. Alligators have regular eyelids like we do, but they also have an extra clear eyelid that slides from the back to the front. It's like a built-in pair of swimming goggles. That way he can see underwater, but he doesn't get dirt or sticks in his eye. It is called a nictitating membrane. That is technically what it's called. See if you can remember that. Nictitating membrane. You can also call it extra cool eyelid thingy. That's what I like to call it. That works too. So that is a little bit about Chewy the alligator. That's a little information. So now that you know more about him, if you'd like to meet him, like I said, it's $10 plus tax. You can actually get on his back. You always watch those TV shows where the guys are jumping on the back of alligators. You may wonder, man, what is it like to do that job? Well, wonder no longer. You get to find out for yourself. You can go on the back of Chewy. And if you have a camera, oh, look at that. He tried to eat me. Look at that. Watch out.
He's showing his teeth.
And there's an alligator right by your leg. Oh, yeah. Settle down. Silly. Remember how I said he was holding out for one last little action brawl? I knew he was going to do that. It was just a matter of when. So that should be it for him. He usually gives me one last little temper tantrum. Like I said, Chewy's 6 years old, just like any typical 6-year-olds. They have little temper tantrums here and there. That was his little fight with me. But that's cool. At least now we all know he is alive. And he is a living, breathing, real live alligator. He tried to eat me, but he was not successful that time. People ask me, have I ever been bitten doing this job? Because somebody has to put the tape on his mouth. I've been catching alligators for about 21 years. Yes, I have been bitten several times. That's why I'm so short. I used to be about 6 feet tall. Come on, that was a good one, right? Yeah. Well, out of 20 years, that is my best alligator joke. It's all downhill after that. So, like I said, anyways, enough with the joking aside. If anybody does want to meet him, like I said, it's $10 plus tax. We'll pose you on his back. You see the photo of that little boy right there behind me sitting on the back of the gator? That's what we'll do with you. We'll get you on the alligator's back. Take your hands, cover the tape, make it look like you caught him yourself. We're going to keep Chewy out for about 15 minutes. Then we're going to put him away for the night. So if you'd like to do it, now is the time. This is the place. If he's too big for you, we do have a baby alligator you can hold, same price. So like I said, if he's too big, we do have a small one. Now we're more than just a place so where you can get photos with alligators. You can obviously feed our gators too. We got some guys feeding the alligators right here. You get hot dogs on a fishing pole, dangle it over the gators, get them leaping and jumping around. Some of the ones on the bank are definitely hungry. Some are just kind of relaxed.